Welcome, everybody. I'm Neil Goodo. Sorry to ramble on a little long there, but I wanted to put this whole thing in perspective on this one-year anniversary here of so-called Inflation Reduction Act, whether that had any role here. They say for a first anniversary, the traditional gift, I think, is paper. But we're going to offer you something better, perspective from seasoned biz titans, the aforementioned Bill Pulte, Gerald Storch, both with us right now. Guys, thank you very much for coming. I'm sorry for prattling on, gentlemen, to the top there, but Bill, my point was and is to look at the inflationary situation as not solved, and certainly not solved through more spending, but solved, sadly, through a lot of rate hikes to sort of clamp down on it, we hope, without pushing us into a recession. What do you think?
It's far from solved, Neil, I think. I think we're in a period of stagflation right now, where you basically have low growth and a lot of inflation. And I can tell you, Neil, we see the needs of the American people every day on Twitter, now X. And I can tell you, people are struggling more than ever to meet shelter cost, medicine cost. Inflation hasn't gone away, and I think we're in the first inning.
So, Gerald, the fact of the matter is that prices year over year are still up. They had been up a little bit higher. But it's a bumpy ride. How do you expect the rest goes? And for shoppers who are proving unusually resilient in the face of that, what happens to them?
Look, every report we hear from retailers out there is that consumers are stressed. They're reluctant to buy goods. They're spending money on services still, some of that pandemic revenge. But when you adjust for inflation, sales of physical products are actually down for 11 straight months. That not only do consumers face inflation, but they have to pay the rising interest rates anytime they buy a capital good, a car, their home, whatever it might be. Additionally, credit card debt is rising, showing that they're going into very high interest credit cards. And by the way, as rates rise, the credit card debt rate rises. And so they're spending the most expensive, capital that they can get to buy what they need to buy in their life. And then finally, we're facing that cliff in student loans. And when that comes this fall, I believe it's going to be a very difficult holiday season, certainly challenging for most retailers.
All right. Nevertheless, we know later on today, Bill, and we're going to avoid an askew politics if we can. The president is going to say that thanks to that increased spending, we've got better control over inflation. Do you buy that premise?
I don't buy any politician who says that they have debt under control, who says that they have inflation under control. I think they've shown that they can't really be trusted, any politician for that matter, that they're going to get spending under control. So, Neil, I think we've got a long way to go. President Biden, he may be the president now, but he may not see the consequences of what happens over the next 5, 10, 20 years. And I think just if you look at the compound math of the situation, Neil, this problem, it's going to be slow and sleepy, but boy, when it bites, as we learned in the last couple of years, it bites.
Can we avoid that bite, you think, Gerald? In other words, can consumers, find a way to pivot around what would be a real price disaster, maybe seek out, alternatives, cheaper alternatives, and avoid getting clobbered by this?
Well, they're already doing that. It doesn't mean that they have a lot of discretionary cash. So you see that they're shifting towards value retailers, for example. So Target reported sales that were down, fairly sharply. 5% for a retailer Target size, a big deal to have comp sales decline like that. They reported down 5. TJ Maxx reported up 6. That's an 11-point spread from the retailers who reported today. And TJ Maxx is sort of a bargain place, right? When Walmart reports tomorrow, I expect them to be positive also. And so that shows that in this difficult economy, they're flocking to the lower prices that they can get at a Walmart. History has shown since 1961, when Walmart, Target, and Kmart began in the same year, that in tough times, the consumers shop at Walmart. In great times, more money to spend, then they go to Target. So all you have to look at is the Target-Walmart spread, and that really tells you where the mind of the consumer is.
Or they can eschew both of them and go still lower on the sort of pricing food chain. And so you got the dollar stores and all of that. Bill, let me get your take on what seems to be a growing consensus that the Federal Reserve doesn't do anything when it meets next month on interest rates. Might hold steady for a while. In fact, there's a growing school of thought out there, I think Goldman Sachs among the latest, to say by the second quarter of next year, they'll be cutting interest rates. Do you buy that?
Maybe, but I'll tell you this, Neil, what's going on behind the scenes, just look at the mortgage bond market, for example. Rates continue to go up, and not only that, Neil, but they're slowly unwinding these mortgage-backed securities and many other securities that the Fed has. So even though it may not be interest rates, there are things that are behind the scenes that are also effectively tightening. So I don't necessarily believe that the coast is all clear here, and I think you can see that if you look kind of in the negative space, if you look kind of behind the scenes as to what is actually going on and not just the, topic of the day like interest rate hikes.
You know what? There's much been said, Gerald, and just stepping back from retail for a second, that the markets would respond very favorably if Congress or anyone in Washington got serious about addressing our spending and trying to get it under control. And that would result in lower market rates because the markets would seize on that to say, hey, these guys are serious. And voila, all these worries evaporate. What do you think?
Well, I think that might be true. It's pretty clear that Congress is very unpopular with people right now. And it doesn't matter what party you're in, people are very unhappy with the gridlock that we see. But I don't see that changing, certainly not as we come up on an election like this. To me, there's absolutely zero chance that what you're talking about could ever occur.
All right, on that happy note, Gerald, I want to thank you. Bill, I want to thank you.